Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Living with Luminara. I'm your host, Ashley. And today we're going to talk about styling your shelves. Shelves are always on display in your home and can often look messy or cluttered. And I'm going to share with you my top 3 tips on how to make them look beautiful, effortless, and stylish. So let's jump right in. For my first styling tip, it's going to be anchor with layers. So start with a large piece, like a framed artwork or photos, and then layer in the smaller pieces. I like to start with the larger pieces towards the back of my shelf, and then I put my smaller pieces up front. I like to then layer in books, trays, or a mirror. They work great as anchor pieces as well. When you're styling your shelf, you want definitely the larger pieces towards the back, the smaller pieces towards the front to create your base for decorating. For my second tip, it's going to be adding in textures and shapes. This can bring a lot of fun to your shelf styling. This is where you can play with textures, shapes, and contrasting items to your shelves. Think ceramic vases, geometric objects, add things with different heights and elements to keep that visual look and feel a lot of fun in adding to your shelf styling. I like to do geometric shapes, different shaped vases, a beautiful ceramic object. It really helps add appeal to your shelf styling. And for my third and final tip, it's going to be light it up. Add in a beautiful flameless candle to your shelf to really brighten up a dark corner on your shelf. It adds so much warmth and brightness to decorating your shelf. It really helps bring the whole look together. These flameless candles are so much fun and are a safe alternative to real candles to really brighten up the shelf without worrying about the risk of a flame. All right, let's look at a before and after of a shelf styling using my 3 tips. You see before, it's just plain, empty, and drab. And then after using all 3 of my tips for decorating, you see the different layers that we used. You see the different textures and shapes and objects that really bring it together. And then the last element is the lighting. It really brings in that warm, inviting glow, making the overall shelf feel cozy and inviting and stunning. It really makes a nice, beautiful centerpiece for your home. All right, let's do a quick recap on the 3 styling tips we learned in this episode. The first one is anchor with layers. We want to anchor those pieces, right? And the second one is we're going to add in textures and shapes. So bring in those fun textures and shapes to finalize that shelf styling. And then the third one is going to be light it up. Make sure that we bring in that warm light to help really finish off that shelf styling, which is really nice. If you enjoyed our candles here in this episode, we'll definitely link those below so you can add those flameless candles into your own decorating and shelf styling at home. Next week, we will be talking about 5 ways to add fall cozy vibes into your home. So be sure to check out that episode and subscribe below. And thank you for joining us on this episode of Living with Luminara, and we hope to see you next week. I'm your host, Ashley.